The house of 10 by 10. 10 by 10. Automatically know this is on the outside. Knowing one cube is on the outside, that should we play one cube area over here or the one cube area over here, we will have to shift over to a corner. Do you remember the one cube area? The 8 surrounds. The 4 cube area, 12 surrounds. When we come in this corner, we remove 1 and 1. 10 becomes 8. This one over here is not inside the house. See this house over here? There's a house over here. This area, which is void 1. See how this falls into this area over here? So this is void 1. So we must remove both of these to now count for the 1 house and the 4 house. The 1 house or all 4, calling center. So now we have the house of 8 and the house of 6 in the 10-10 house. The 4 block is at the center. 12 is all around. 12 is all around, saying there are 3. Is that correct? That there are 2 and 2, 4. 2 and 2 to each side, 4, 4 above and 4 below. Because we are taking angles. When you take 2 angles, right, you have to use both these sides. That's step number 1. Step number 2 comes back to the letter C right over here. The letter C. Here is the letter C. But now when you want to do the inside of the C, you're actually drawing your T. There's your T inside your C. But to make it look square, right, you draw it this way. And if you look at the same time, you can see a doorway and you can see the angle of it, right? You can see the angle of it. And on the outside of that is your E, 85. 385 is what it actually says. In this scenario over here, we're going 1, 2, 3 forward, 1, 2, 3 backwards. Noting that 3 and 3 come together, that 1 and 1 come together, but the 2 never comes together. In this scenario, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3 coming together. This is the above and in between, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, equaling to 4, 4, 4. This is side to side, where you get 2, 6, 2, where you get 5, 3, 5, where you get 8, 9, 8, where you get 2, 6, 2. In between, you live 96, 96, 15 and 15, 0 and 0 inside the moon. Here you live 8 and 8, 7 and 7. Sorry, 44 is 8, 7 and 7 is 5, 8 and 5, spirit matrix. 5 and 8, inside 3 and 9. 3 and 9, 5 and 8. 3 and 9 is 12 equals to 3. 5 and 8 equals to 13. 3 and 9 equals to 12. 12 and 13, 25, 52. We actually get 25, 25, 25, Earth. We worked on this yesterday, and now we're up to this scenario over here, where we draw all the crosses. But as we draw the crosses, there's a point we can no longer fit these crosses into each other. So we end up with, if we don't draw them properly, we end up with these separations. Still, we have the rest of the crosses all drawn properly, right? We have all of these drawn properly. Do you see number 5 anywhere? Oh, I don't have a 5 there. Got a 6 over here. All right. I don't have a 6 here because it goes all the way down. So would this be the 9? How do you like this? These designs that come in from this. Not happy with this video, just showing you what this does when you create all crosses, but this one was not perfect. So let's skip on to the next one. This one is perfect. Now, if we want to find the center, where is the real centers? Is the center at the heart over here? Or is the center where all the area 5s are, right? All the area 5s, the center is here, the center is here, center is here, 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 not in here, and not here. The center 5s are only where there's a single area, right? To do the 5, where only you can do the 5 is where all the dots are. Whoop, did I do? Oh, yeah, that's right. And the question is, how are we going to connect all these dots? Do you follow what I'm saying? You follow what I'm saying? I made a 5 and I got a dot here and a dot here. But if it was a percentage sign, right? See this area? If I create this area over here, right? Now I got the number 3 over here. So if you're saying 3, 5, it's from going the angled world to the straight world, to the angled world, 45 degrees to the straight world, going straight across. So you got that over here. Now it's an upside down 3, so are we going to look at it a little different? Now the question is, the percentage sign will show, you see, the percentage sign will show this. See the way this one's opposite to this? That's the percentage sign. There is nothing over here. There is no 5 over here. But in this area, okay, there's a 3. See the 3 in this area? There's no 5. There's a 3. So it's a 5, and here's a 3. Oh, what's over here in this area here? Oh, look, this area, there's a 5. And here's a 3, right? Here's a 3. So we know where these percentage signs, you see these two across from each other? See, this is not a 5, it's a 3, so I can put another dot. It's the center of the 3. And this is a 3 over here, so I can put a dot here, and there's a 3 here, and a 3 here, and there's a 5 here. The dot inside the 5 connects to the dot inside the 3. These are all crosses, and when you start to put them on certain angles, they'll start to lift up a little bit. This is the first set of Magen Davids. Okay, they all have the above and below. They're all separated, and this is what happens when it separates. It creates this scenario over here. Some of them say it's the Illuminati sign. Since there's a double separation, it's shared. So instead of putting A, I'm going to put B and B, C and C, D and D. B and B says there is no A. There is no divided line. They start and they share from the beginning. When you come to A, the only A that's in here is right over here. That circle over here. And all the way around it is a C. C and C to this circle. A and B joint. Without A and B, there is no C. A plus, if A were identical to each other, if both, let me get into that after. Then we have this scenario over here. In this scenario over here, we have a middle here and a middle here. But we don't have a middle here because I went 1, 2, 3 high. This was by 6. This one over here that I designed was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? But this one, I dropped down a level. The first level, the second level. This one over here, I did it on the first level. See, I reverted the Magen David on the first level. I only have 1 on the outside. I have 1, 2, 3 on the inside. This one I have 2 and 2, 4 on the outside. So you remember the design I did the other day where it's either 1 or it's 4, it's 1 or it's 4? Well, here I have 1 on the outside. Here I have 4 in the center and 1 on the outside. Because I did, this one is 2 and 2, this one is 1 and 1. I didn't make them the same design, and this is what happens to it. It'll come inside and cross again and create another star right through this, which you start off the center. See the center over here? Center over here. Actually, the center point over here. Why is it the center point? Because it's on the top star. 0, A, and A. Separated stars, 101. I don't even really want to look at that. This design over here, one of the reasons we have a double stripe on the Star of David is if I don't put this double stripe here, you see the way it's 1 away and this one's 2 away, this one's 2 away, is when I put this inside, okay, look at the way it touches the bottom. Now, if I did it the other way, right, if I did it the other way, okay, I'm still missing the top over here. So I'll lower it 1 notch down. By lowering it 1 notch down, okay, 1 notch down over here, I'm now, you see where I am touching over here? Whoop. And I'm touching over here. Now I would make the design and I would make it 1 design higher. Let me go, I'd have to flip it upside down and I think I would pull out my design Oh boy, I'm not even liking this video. Okay, skip this part. You know what I'm saying? Just shifting the gates higher and lower, putting these higher and lower. Turn this item, it'll rise and it'll lower. So, not really happy with this video. I'm gonna put on pause for a minute, rehash some of the things I've done. Thank you for watching. Check this out. I just did this in the last video where I added these numbers. 6 and 6 is 12. 9 and 9 is 18. Left and right. Left and right. Okay, the letter L, the letter R. Left and right. 3 and 9, the sky system. 3 and 9 equals to 12 equals to 3. The next section, 4 and 4 is 8. There's 8 in the middle. 7 and 7 is 14. 1 and 4 is 5. So all these numbers will join these numbers. All these numbers here, because it'll now say 2, 2, 2. So this number in the middle would actually say 6. And this one is going to say 4 and 4 is 8. It'll say 5, 4, 9. 5, 4, 9 is 18. Becomes 9. This one over here will say 14. 22, it'll say 30. It'll say 3. And this number over here will say 6. So these numbers in the center will say 6936. This number's on the outside will say 6936. Do you see what I'm saying? 4 and 4 is 8. 8 is over here. 7, 7 is 14. 1 and 4 is 5. That's over here. So it's almost like creating this tie. This bubblegum wrapper tie ties up this area over here. I don't know how to describe it. And this one over here, okay, becomes, this one over here does not do that. These two and these two do not do that. These two and these two are 12, but this one is 20. These two and these two are 18, and 5 equals to 23. So that'll be 43, and again 43. It all wraps up, all saying DC, DC, DC. Now, I don't know what else there is in here. I did a bunch of these designs in which I didn't finish. I should have dots in every single one of these. Well, not here because I didn't finish the design, but I should have dots, and all these will connect. I don't know exactly what they're going to do, but they're all positions, right? They're all the center, the percentage C. I would have to create the percentage sign and see how this works out. The mug and doves, they also connect at the same time, right? At the same time, what do they really do? Right? You see what the mug and dove does? That's what the mug and dove does. At the same time, the mug and dove does this. Okay? And then this one is supposed to lead you right back to the center. Do you know what this design is? This is 1. This is 2. This is 4. This one over here is 8. This one over here is 7. And this one over here is 5. Rodin's coil. Rodin's coil. What actual reason do we have this? Because the two sides are uneven. One is a 1 side, one is a 4 side. So the 4 side, I gave it a 0 mark because one level higher inside the ozone. Here's 1, here's 2. So anyways, that's why I did that. Whether I'm right or wrong, I don't know. I still have to do this. This is a thing about time, low shoe, and the two angles of time, whether we're running it this way or we're running it this way, this time or this time. See these angles? Here's 130. Let's not get into that because it's a long, long, long thing. Is there anything else I didn't do in here? Oh, yes. I'm going to show you this in the next video. Raphael 7286 and a constellation of Pegasus. This video is way not informative enough. Way too long. I'm not happy with it. But I thank you for those who made it to the end and just passed a few moments of your time with me. Thank you.